Life here in the jungle is something akin to a mystery story, for the reason that it is away from human eyes and there's much that takes place there. The loves and the dislikes, and those that are the favorite things amongst the denizens of the jungle, we are able to capture and bring before you for you to savor. And this is the responsibility fulfilled by the Wild Asia TV team. So do join us on another little journey whereby that which is rarely seen becomes prominent and indeed provocative as we take you through this little trip today. The society amongst animals such as the elephant is much the same as human society. At times they get on very well, and then suddenly, with hardly any seeming provocation, they begin to have a little fight. And it's wonderful to watch and enjoy, for in fact these big fights are not big fights at all. They last for but a little while, and then it's all resolved and everything becomes normal once again. So we can watch.
With the sunrise, a new day dawns on the forest. Everything is fresh. This is the moment when the forest begins to wake up. Two friends of the forest, waking up to the new day, saw a strange sight. At first it looked like a confrontation, but we too seem to have been duped by elephant deception. What you have here is love and affection. You just can't believe these elephant quarrels. Still, we cannot help but believe them. When two elephants meet, their trunks meet first. They embrace each other with their trunks. The exploration they make of each other is really surprising. It is the same trunk that they use to attack each other as strongly as in embracing each other. Elephant experts say that when they meet each other after a long time, they behave warmly towards each other, exactly as human beings do when they meet after a long time. When we saw this warm encounter, we could not help but think that they were seeing each other after a very long time.
When we get about in the jungle, we are able to observe the lordly majesty of elephants, while we also encounter the small fry who would like to exercise their authority. Take for instance this monkey trying to exert its influence and chase off fellow occupants of the jungle in order that it can lord over them.
A flock of cranes perched upon a branch of a decayed tree. Isn't it said that when you are exhausted, any bird perches upon a tree? At such a time, even a decayed tree is all right. These cranes too perch upon a decayed branch. At this time, resenting the peaceful attitude of the cranes, a monkey that was bent on mischief drove away those cranes that were perched peacefully on the branch. Driving them away, the monkey claimed ownership of the tree. To drive away the cranes, the monkey used an intelligent strategy. The monkey, which is considered the originator of the human race, has been the subject of many studies by experts. Not only in appearance and behavior, but in various other ways too, the monkey seems quite close to man. An unjust acquisition of power brings about bad results. The painted stork is a harmless bird, just like most other birds. The monkey, thought of as an aggressor, is also a mischief maker. The effort is successful. The storks went away like cultured gentlemen, seeking other avenues. At the end, Mr. Monkey was left high and dry in the decayed tree all alone. He had not won anything. Some people invade, fight, struggle, and at the end win only loneliness. The monkey suffered the same fate.
Battling for water. This is something that has happened through eons of time amongst humans, and so it is also in the animal kingdom. Battling for water. You must have heard of battles being fought amongst countries for this very scarce resource. Well, such battles happen and occur daily in the jungle. But when deer lock horns in battle, well, that's not a fun thing at all. It could be deadly, as you can see.
Just as in most other animal groups, in a group of deer too, there could be only one leader. There is no room for two leaders. If there are many leaders, everything will end up in a fight. In such power struggles, one will win. The other will either have to retreat or pay with his life. The deer is endowed with a strong neck, sharp antlers, and well-formed muscles. It is said that in the far past, the deer did not have antlers, though antlers came later for fighting. The deer, possessing beautiful antlers, contributes toward the aesthetic attraction of the forest. The deer has a history of about 35 million years. The struggle we see here is only a beginning. At times, such a struggle could continue for days. Getting the antlers entangled is a special feature common to all animals with antlers.
Just like a skunk, even people with skunk-like qualities, we are able to discern from the scent they leave behind. This is what is called scent. And it has been said that even a thief might be caught by the scent that he leaves behind. You know, the elephant has an amazing sense of smell or scent. Now, it is true that some male elephants herd together or move together, and there are those that are loners, and this fella here was a loner.
The elephant that rubs its back upon a tree marks its identity on that tree. This is a system of communication specific to elephants. An elephant getting the spoor of that tree will get a preliminary awareness of the elephant that went before it. As a result of this elephant language, elephants that come later can get an idea about the elephants roaming that segment of the forest. Because of these elephant identity cards, they can get a comprehensive notion of the members of their species who are roaming around in that area. Here comes the second elephant. He has learnt the pedigree of the first elephant who was around. Since our elder brother has gone this way, I was wondering whether I too should follow him or not.
When we say hawk, indeed, what a variety there is of them. But whatever the variety, what the hawk does best is spy with its eyes. It has often been said that media folk also are hawk-eyed as they spy upon others or what is taking place. So if we were to use that particular way of looking at things, then we might say, this is hawks looking at hawks. For the real hawks are now the subject of our vital interest as the Wild Asia team use their hawk eyes and turn it toward them.
The hawk eagle is the sentinel of the forest. At times, he is considered the spy of the jungle. The hawk eagle is always on the alert. His sharp eyes, keen beak, and talons indicate the ferocity of this silent hunter. The hawk eagle, who's always on the lookout for his prey, is a comely bird, symbolizing the beauty of the jungle. The Wild Asia TV team is of the view that the sight of this hawk eagle will be of some help to those who look at things with sharp eyes.
Whatever opinion people have about bears, the fact remains that the bear has wisdom sufficient to be able to determine right from wrong, good from bad. Well, that's the old story. Well, here's like just in the manner of a marriage contractor of old. This bear is on the lookout for some water to drink.
In the season of drought in the forest, it is extremely difficult to find even a stray drop of water. A bear went in search of a water hole where a few drops of water remained. It started drinking. The whole forest is silent. This bear roams all alone. Its nails are sharp and pointed. Its mouth and lips are formed to enable it to eat termites and insects. Plants, fruit and roots form part of its menu. It takes great delight in eating beehives. The hairy bear can be considered a great danger to man in the jungle. Unlike other animals, this bear, who spent 10 to 15 minutes drinking water, went away without lingering.
The Wild Asia TV team has received a very special invitation. It is for a dance recital of elephants. It must be admitted that the varieties of dance amongst the elephants is great indeed and very pleasant to watch. In fact, in this particular dance, it is not on their feet that they perform, but using their trunks, and it's an especial treat to watch such a dance.
The two elephants who visited the lake region during the scorching midday performed a strange dance with their trunks. This dance, presented in a rhythmic pattern, is a rare sight. Though they are giants, they present a refined liveliness when they dance. The trunk of the elephant, supple enough to grasp anything on the ground and lift it high up, is formed by the combination of the elephant's upper lip and the nose. The elephant, which is an extremely friendly animal, esteems highly the discipline of the herd. This giant, who values the friendliness and the affection within the herd, contributes substantially to the beauty of the jungle. consider carefully. Each posture of this giant's body depicts a pleasing rhythmic form.
From moment to moment, the jungle changes. Where there was in the morning flowers, in the evening they've fallen. And no two moments are alike. And so too in the lives of the creatures of the forest. Everything changes. And what we would want to do as part of the Wild Asia team is to fulfill our responsibility to capture and savor these very special moments. And it is with that promise that we take leave of you today, while we wish our friends of the jungle a very pleasant night, and you too.